All right, and lastly, for this final section, we'll explore some other data sets. We saw land cover, we saw satellite imagery, we saw pre-made composites, weather and climate. Now we wanted to show you some gridded population data set and digital elevation model as well. So we can work with this checkpoint here, 1.2G. So I'll load this one, and I'll clear here my working script. And I'll copy here from this checkpoint lines 1 through 36, which is the part where we'll be working with the population data set. So there is a data set in Nerve Engine, which gives us the population count per degree. I think it's, I'll check here if I copied this asset ID and paste here. So it's the gridded population of world version 4, and it gives population for the years 2000, 2005, 2010, 15, 2020, and it's on a 30 arc-second grid cell, so approximately 1 kilometer. So population for approximately 1 kilometer for these different years. So here, if I'm using first, I'm grabbing that first image, which it will be for the 2000, right? Year 2000. So that's our data set here will be the image of population count for the year 2000. And here we're talking about hex colors. Here we're defining a variable called population palette, where we're defining the list of hex numbers, right? Hex characters, which will be defining the colors that we have. So for this one, we actually, you know, if you just Google like hex colors, a bunch of websites will give you options to browse through the different colors. And, you know, this hashtag here, that's the number of your, the characters of your specific hex colors. And that's what we've done here. So it's a different way of defining colors. We've defined by names, right? But we can also define colors by hex strings. So we have these hex strings here defined, which are different colors. And we are adding, we are centering this image with the population count for the year of 2000, centering the map to that image, giving the zoom level, and then adding that to the map. So very similar to what we've been doing previously. The only different thing here is that here within our visualization parameters of the map.addLayer function, we have defined the population palette earlier in the code here. So this list is the palette of colors, and we are using hex strings. So if I click run, I'll get, you know, this image of population count for the year 2000 for the entire globe. And you can see, you know, where we have the lighter colors, or, you know, population count is low. Where you have these darker colors, like these blue colors, is where you have high counts of population. You can see, you know, big cities like this is São Paulo. You can see it's this dark color. Rio de Janeiro is also dark. We can see here in the United States, major cities here, New York, we have San Diego. All these cities are all blue because we have high population count. You can go to India, and it will be, you know, very dark compared to other countries because we have high population density. And you can export this data set and see, for example, if you go to where you live right now and use the inspector tab, you get, I'm currently based in Rio de Janeiro. So if I click here in a pixel, goes to Rio de Janeiro, I'll get this count of population here, 27,000. And this, remember, this is for roughly 1 kilometer. And that's why we also get these like decimals, right? We can have half a person, but because of the calculation, you get these approximations because of the arcsec and all of that. So this is another data set that is available, ready to be used in Earth Engine if you need to work with economic, social data. This is a population data set that is ready to be used in Earth Engine. And lastly, I'll copy here from lines 38 through the end will be the last data set we'll be exploring. And this is their digital elevation models data sets. Those give us elevation, you know, the elevation in meters. This particular one will be working with the NASA DEM data set. So if you copy here this asset ID, paste here, it's a data set that was a reprocessing of the SRTM data, the shuttle topography radar mission, and it will give us elevation relative to, you know, the geoid of the Earth, and it has a resolution of 30 meters, and the unit is in meters, so it gives us elevation in meters for the entire globe. And again, here I'm defining the data set. It's an image, and I'm saying I want to visualize the elevation band, and I give a minimum value of 0 and maximum value of 3,000 meters, and I, you know, added that to the map, and we can see that that's going to be loaded in our map. And again, here the example, we're not defining any palettes within our visualization parameters. So by default, lower values get this black color, and then higher values get the white color, and values in between the gray colors. So here the Andes Mountains is all white because its, you know, elevation is very high. Another example is the Himalayan area here is very white. You know, all of these regions that have lower elevation will have these color black, and in between will be the grayscale. That's another data set that is available. DMs are widely used, you know, in different applications. There are, I think, many application chapters that use DM, so you can explore that later. And with that, we've finished this section as well. Well, in this like whole chapter, we've explored different image collections in Earth Engine. We've worked with satellite imagery, pre-made composites, land cover data, weather and climate data, and our population and digital elevation models.